Welcome to IFL Securities YouTube channel. Now we have with us Mr. Anwar Daud, who's the chairman and you also founder, sir?
Yes.
Founder of Gym Laboratories. Mr. Daud, please tell me about your company, the vision with which you have started the company, and what products are you into?
Yes. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Saurav. And happy to be here. Uh, this Zim Laboratories Limited is a Nagpur-based company, and I am from Nagpur. So one of the strong reasons for starting the company is being able to go back and do something for my in my hometown. I am an MPharm PhD from Nagpur as well, homegrown boy. I worked in a company in Mumbai for 7, 8 years before the entrepreneurship bug bit. I went back and along with my some of my family, we founded this company. Uh, for quite a some time before we brought in a private equity partner, we were in the institutional business. Then 2013, uh, uh, we started changing ourselves and adapting, and we discovered our DNA because I come from a research process innovation background, and using that, we started leveraging those skills and expertise as a team uh, to actually use process innovation to develop different technology platforms. This idea is not a eureka idea. It slowly grew on us because of the the kind of changes we saw around us all over the world. When because of globalization and also at the same time localization, a lot of local industries were coming up, and there in and those were kind of headwinds for localization, headwinds for exports, but there was an opportunity there. So there was a deep hunger for differentiated and complex generic products, especially in the pre-formulated formulation stage. And we, that this was the strength of the company, and therefore we could make our presence felt in markets such as the Middle East, Latin America, CIS, Southeast Asia, Russia, um, uh, and as we grew, we have been able to consolidate on this idea of having technology platforms which are therapy agnostic, but which lend themselves and where we can leverage these technology platforms into many different kind of very interesting differentiated products. Now the thing about differentiated products is why differentiate. Uh, you need you first of all there is a marketing angle to it, because if you are different then you stand out.
Right.
The second is they provide some kind of an additional benefit to the patient. Ultimately they either they make products palatable, or they reduce the load on metabolizing organs, or they reduce the cost of treatment. And because of the complexity, the competition space is limited.
Right. Right.
Uh, and that's what this company does well. Uh, and we have a number of very old clients and products based on this concept. Uh, I feel uh, there is a need for this kind of look at what the pharmaceutical business should do, should have. And if you look at the trends of genericization and commodification for conventional products, the kind of localization trends all over the world that you see now, this is a good way to establish your presence using technology. And we are very happy to be a technology company. And coming back to, I think you said that say something about Zim. So
Sure.
the technology platforms are,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So we have controlled release and sustained release products.
Hmm.
We have taste. We have some patents in taste masking. We can do that well. We have a dosage transformation technology platform called Oral Film, which can be used to make products immediately available. There can be a sublingual form of the product, so it's very high absorption and bioavailability. Then there are companies which could, or there are products where the patent extension and giving could be there. There is an opportunity to stand out with a different product which affords the patient convenience. So these are the kind of patient enabling and value generating opportunities available with using these technology platforms. Our portfolio is not deliberately, but it's accidentally focused towards urology and gastroenterology.
Okay.
And these are the growing segments. Also, what we have found, especially since COVID and other events that have overtaken the world, we have found that there is a trend towards holistic prescription. That along with the therapeutic treatment, the prescribers and the patients as well think of supplements and nutraceuticals also to supplement the treatment that they are taking, which have functional ingredients which also do their bit to improve lifestyle, reduce side effects, and so on. So we have this idea, and about 50% of our business comes from the supporting nutraceuticals to whatever portfolio we have.
Right.
So that's about our products and us. We are in that sense, in the vision which I just gave you, we are a young company still.
Because you're developing new processes and your unique proposition around that, right?
Yes.
So one question, as you're saying that there are certain things which only you can build. So is there a monopoly somewhere you have?
We have we have very strong patent protected intellectual property and know-how. I think there is nothing which anybody in the pharmaceutical business would say that only I can do it.
Right.
But as a company which actually provides complex and high-end generics and makes these kind of products available to companies which are not multinationals. Right? And there are several companies which have this opposing position to multinationals. These are products which they would not be able to develop themselves. So we are a single window for different types of oral solids.
Okay.
We are a single. We cannot. There is nothing that cannot be replicated. It's very. I think. I mean, that's my thought. It's very difficult to replicate a company which can do everything in this space.
Yeah.
In solid, oral solids, from sublingual to oral to local delivery, and in different dosage forms, do the taste masking as well, and be able to supply these products in semi-finished form as well as the final product form. Have branding and also support other people's brand out licensing deals as well. In that sense, it's a position to be kind of enabling and facilitating company in complex generics, oral solid dosage form business.
Can you talk a little bit about your India business and global business?
Yeah. See, the company has a major part of the company's business is the global business. Naturally, because in our the export market, there are a lot of local manufacturing clients who would like to position themselves with these kind of complex products against the multinationals who are also competing with them.
Right.
So in any country like India as well, the local manufacturers know a little bit more about marketing than anybody who comes from outside. So they have an edge in marketing, but they don't have these kind of specialized products.
Right.
So we are that enabling company which provides them or gives them access to this kind of product through our technology, and help them to, through our partnerships, help them to be able to compete in their markets with specialized products. In India, for us, because we are a technology company, we have a few out licensing partners in some of them are in the top 10. We use our technology and we out-license to them, but it's a non-exclusive business because we also believe that we should be in this market. We believe the conventional part of the business is under extreme disruption just now. And we believe that partnerships and the new and upcoming, the modern channels of marketing like e-commerce, the corporate supply chain, the corporate pharmacy chains, and the government pharmacy chain as well. Government has one, if you know.
Right.
You're aware. So I'm sure. So these are places which would be the supply chains of tomorrow.
Okay.
We don't believe in having feet on the field, feet on the street, like they say. We are a technology company and we don't understand that.
Right.
But I think the whole market
Hmm.
itself in a flux, and it's changing very rapidly in favor of online and a very different kind of structure to what we have been seeing in the last 30 or 40 years. So we believe, and we have a strategy for that, and we are in the process of implementing it as well. But as of this moment, we have about 15% of our business is domestic.
Okay. And in terms of growth, as you said that you started a nutraceutical business,
Yes.
and also you are largely global. So going ahead, say if you look at 2025, next 3 years, where do you see maximum growth and what kind of growth are you looking at?
See, the kind of business that we have now
Hmm.
would give us, I'm sure that would give us about 20% growth year on year.
Hmm.
And that's the top line. But bottom line, we are looking at increase in margin substantially because of the kind of products which are entering the ecosystem,
Right.
which were under registration and which are getting registered now here. And we do see a kind of connectivity now between the nutraceutical, as I said, nutraceutical and pharmaceutical business. Nutraceutical business is growing a little faster, and but it's going to the pharma is going to be the main support. So probably it would be 80-20 or 85-15. That's how the composition would be there.
Right.
But Nutra business is quite interesting because of the demographic changes which are coming up and the kind of margin, because there's no price control is manageable or it's not there. And this market is ripe for a technology player.
Okay.
A commodity player. It's kind of work that we do and applying that in the nutraceutical and supplement business is extremely interesting.
Right.
Because the market hasn't been shaken up in a long time.
Right. Would you go retail in that also?
Yes, we are in fact thinking and planning for that, and hopefully, if you continue to have interest in us, you would see some changes in the coming months. See some news for sure.
And inorganic acquisitions, any plans around that?
Not at present. We have enough on our plate. There's capex which we have planned for a long time, and which is under implementation. The next growth thrust is already underway. We have European registrations, and we are in the process of filing at least 3 products before March. Another 3 or 4 are actually ready, but they will be coming in the next year. And all the numbers that I have spoken about are without considering these products, which are also differentiated and quite complex.
Okay.
And so those are like the not been built in our projections.
So they might actually add to the kitty bottom line and top.
We like being conservative because we have these MAs, early MAs have been coming in. More filings are there. Agreements have been signed in Europe, in Latin America, and other regulated markets like Australia, South Africa.
Right.
Some are under process as well. So these will start coming in maybe the late 25 or 26. That's what we anticipate.
Okay.
That's why I said that 25 is what we can look at.
Very crucial for you, right?
Maybe next year,
yeah.
if you ask me, I would say something more.
Cool, sir. I think it's very clear, and congratulations for expecting great set of numbers from you in future, and we will soon catch up with you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for providing.
Thank you, Amber sir. Thank you, Saurav sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.